So in this video, I'm going to be doing longest consecutive sequence. Given an unsorted array of integers nums, return the length of the longest consecutive element sequence. You must write an algorithm that runs in O(n) time. So question basically is asking for longest consecutive element sequence, but it doesn't have to be in order. They just have to be somewhere in the array. So for here, it would be 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in a consecutive element sequence of 4. So this question can be a lot easier if it's solved with sorting the array to start, and that is actually allowed in this test case. For these test cases, it's allowed to sort an array with a time complexity of O(n) log n. So I'm just going to be doing that actually. So arrays dot sort nums. Okay. So and then we'll do int max sequence equals 0. And then what we're going to do is we're going to iterate through the array. So for int I equals 0, I is smaller than nums.length, I plus plus, for each element in the array. So we're actually going to start it at 1. Because I want to look at each element and compare it to its previous element to see if it's consecutive. And then so I also want to add a check here. So just if nums.length equals 0, return 0. Same with 1, just so we can get rid of all of the edge cases and ensure that this won't throw an error if I'm looking at I equals 1 and nums doesn't even have an I equals 1. But so okay, I'm gonna have int car sequence equals 1, representing the one element I'm on technically has a length of 1. So for each element here, so if nums at I equals nums at I minus 1 plus 1, then we're going to car plus plus. Otherwise, max sequence is equal to the maximum of max sequence and then our current sequence. Just and then we would also reset car sequence to 0 equals 1. And then after this loop, we just want to return the current sequence. And this should take us there. So let's give it a run. Okay, simple syntax error here. Fix that. Okay, I'll put 1, and this one I'll put 9. Okay. just trying to think about why this is the case right now. So why is this not giving us what we wanted? Let me just walk myself through this. So this, after we sort it, should be 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm doing here, nums I minus 1 plus 1. So the current number, so for example, 2 should equal 1 plus 1. Max sequence equals okay, maybe we add one more here, just if we run all the way to the end, then we're gonna need to I'm not sure why. Let me see here. Okay, return car sequence. I should be returning max sequence. Okay, so if then okay, actually, so this needs to be its own test case, because this should return 1, not 0. Okay, we're still getting some errors. Okay, I guess okay, so I guess if they're the same number, it should doesn't reset, so it can have multiple of the same numbers, and that doesn't break the sequence. So I guess if nums at I equal does not equal nums at I minus 1, then we do this. Otherwise, we can just move on. What am I doing here? And there we go.